why do our bandsaw blades cut better? So this is a piece of our butter blade. And what we did is we changed the chrome in the metal itself, and then we take the material, we weld a drill bit material to the top, and then we cut the teeth into the drill bit material. Then we set the set. If you look at the top of the blade, you can see the teeth are both ways. And we've greatly modified the set so when it cuts into the pallet, it cuts like butter. Now, people say, why are your bandsaw blades better? The set of the tooth, the geometry of the tooth, it's a negative in the way that you make the rake of the tooth, because the number one enemy for any bandsaw blade is heat. And when you get rid of heat, that makes the blade last longer. And it also, when you're dismantling pallets, you're cutting nails and wood. So we spent a lot of time in the geometry of the tooth, the metallurgy of the blade itself, and the set. So if you look at the set, now our blades make it easier to line up the pallet to the blade. I think many of you would agree that running a bandsaw blade in a facility is one of the most challenging positions. And what you do is, when you put our blade on, it's easier to line the pallet up, and then once it gets into it, it cuts like butter. So this is our butter blade, and this blade will give a big difference in the performance of the blade, the way it cuts. It's easier on the operator lining up, which those are big things. When it's easier on the operator, you take metallurgy, the type of material, the bimetal, it's an M42 bimetal, and the set of the tooth along with the geometry of the tooth, this blade performs, and that makes a lot when you're actually cutting through pallets and you want to be fast, you want to make it easy for the operator, and you want them sitting back in the shade saying, this baby cuts like butter.